One this afternoon. 91 degrees our first pitch temperature. One out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Dahl. And that's the second out of the inning. Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. We're just underway here in Denver. And he misses with it. 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. He's in there for the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Steven Strasburg gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup. Great curveball and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Here's the first pitch to him. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's short, hit hard. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. In now for Colorado, David Dahl, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch popped up. Rizzo has a play. 2 down. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
Into the box now, Brendan Rodgers. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
At the plate, Mitch Haniger. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. McMahon in foul ground. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
Here's Javier Baez. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And though he's one of the league's best hitters to this point, the average has taken a dip over the last few series. He's sitting in the low 200s over his last 10 games.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong time to do it. He has got to pick up the pace right now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tapper up the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Oh and 1. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. McMahon has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Ryan McMahon now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0 and 1. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar. First delivery to him on the way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hard hit ball to second. Baez has it on to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away.
Batting fifth, right fielder, number 25.
At the plate, number 25. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 now. Kevin Manti would be next. Strasburg comes set. 3-0 on its way. Here's a strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is his movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll move to the third with no score. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hit high and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. So here now is the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Popped him up. McMahon has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, Center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Into the box, Kevin Manti. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Right side, but it's well foul. The 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Harper has a read on it. 1 out. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. That'll bring up Tony Walters. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole hitters are solid big league play.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Into the box now, Tristan McKenzie. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Walters, base runner at first with 1 out. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for one. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get one.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Riding in once again, Raimel Tapia. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Up high, 2-1 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rockies strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And now Bryce Harper as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Andujar in foul ground. And this will land foul. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. The second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Two and 1 to David Dahl.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's a high pop-up. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-0. Line softly toward the hole. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ready now, Ryan McMahon. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. The 1-0 is taken for ball two. McMahon is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. Strike called, 2-1. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 2-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with two gone. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit high. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2 is a ball down and away.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Leading off for the Cubs.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A ball and two strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hard hit ball to second. Rogers loves it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fly ball out toward left center field. Tapia is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for
Still
the
a little
Cubs,
early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Striding into the box, number 25. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
right fielder, number 25.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. popped him up. And there's the first out.
The batter, the shortstop.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Kevin Manti. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
The 1-1 home. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 14, Tony Walters.
Into the box now, Tony Walters. A base hit in his first trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Up around the face.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Hit hard to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Steven Strasburg, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike 3 called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's George Springer, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Bounce to first. McMahon's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in for the Rockies, Tristan McKenzie.
Leading off for the Rockies, pitcher Tristan McKenzie.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Story ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder David Dahl.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taken. Called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Harper sprinting after it. And they can't run it down. 2 out, nobody on. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We are still scoreless. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And now Bryce Harper. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, Stanton.
Digging in, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1 out, nobody on. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
He takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He was a double play victim last time around. The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. Still working on a masterpiece. Cubs are down in order. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Brendan Rodgers. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and 1 strike. Set. Here's the 0-1 and a neck-high fastball that time. Here's a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Another full count offering on its way. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone all the way into the upper deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 25.
Coming to the plate now, number 25. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Springer on the warning track. He makes the catch. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Ready for another shot now. Mitch Haniger. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
This is line to left. Dahl is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Count still full, 3-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. So these fans will not get to see history here after all as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get it on.
Amir Garrett gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Baez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Julio Cabrera
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Trevor Story will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Albert Almora will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pitcher is Strasburg. Number 5, Albert Almora.
In there, 0-1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 6 home runs, 27 driven in. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Randy Rosario is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 77, Randy Rosario.
Kevin Manti will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. That'll bring up Tony Walters. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The pitcher, number 30,
Brendan Drury will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 29, Brandon Drury.
Pedro Strop enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket. He just gave up a knock.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Lifted down the line in left. Harper on the run. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 3-1 to the Rockies left fielder.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now at the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
And this one gets away. He'll throw home with it, and he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They still trail it here 2-1. Number 22 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 22.
Here's George Springer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Number 4, George Springer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Manti fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The left fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. I'm no pitching coach, but it doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches here. That misses high, ball 3. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch on its way. Just missed with a breaking ball. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. He's taken strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
swing and a hard hit grounder.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 2-1. Dylan Betances, if a man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Dylan Betances.
Leading off the inning, Brendan Rodgers, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
In there, no balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Here's Ryan McMahon now. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. Here's Miguel Andujar now.
Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. That misses. 2-0. Not holding back on the 2-0 cutter, but it's 2-1 now. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for Colorado. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it.
Waiting on it is Henniger.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Chicago Cubs win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Steven Strasburg earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Dylan Betances closes the door for the save, his 41st of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our